Welcome to What's New at Prairie Lakes AEA, your weekly update on the latest news and resources from Prairie Lakes Area Education Agency. I'm Dr. Dan Mark, Chief Administrator of Prairie Lakes AEA, and our goal with these updates is to provide information about how we are supporting students, teachers, administrators, and families across our 14-county region. Whether it's the latest in professional development, classroom strategies, or technology to help children reach their full potential, we have it covered. Now, let's dive into this week's highlights. Well, good morning. This morning, I have the pleasure of talking with Jen Krischel. So, Jen, you've been with this agency a number of years. You've seen so many changes in your role in creative services. So, I'd like you to highlight some of the recent things that you have shared and your department has shared with our athletic and activity directors that they might not have been aware of.
Good morning, Dan. Thanks for having me. Dan, we have a lot of items that we do for not just sports related, but we'll highlight that this morning. From large posters to banners, small posters, brochures, tickets, certificates, lots of stickers. We do magnets, yard signs. Really, the sky is the limit here.
So as I look at these, Jen, it's an opportunity for a district to actually have these that they might not be able to purchase locally, or they'd have to go online to some national company who knows where to even potentially even have access to something like this.
Purchasing locally for most of our smaller districts would not be an option. Our smaller private printers, they don't have this type of machinery. And as far as doing it online, that's kind of iffy. You might get what you paid for and you might not. And if we send something out that is not to their liking or they find a flaw, we just turn around and redo it. No questions asked.
I'm going to guess that's not always going to be the case with somebody online or an online company that way.
Absolutely not, because you're not dealing with a live person. You're dealing with a computer or a chat.
Jen, one thing that I've noticed, as I travel to districts for different events, whether it's musicals or it's athletics, all the activities seem to put posters up now, especially for their seniors. Has that been a big push for our creative services people in the last few years?
It has been. They highlight seniors from every sports event, highlight their seniors from show choir, band, music, FFA, various other clubs. And they like to make banners of their seniors. Those are displayed. And then the next year they do their seniors again.
And then the other thing I think has become real popular are the team posters as well of the whole team.
Absolutely. We have districts that, just do the normal size, 11 by 17, 12 by 18. They use them for fundraisers. Kids sign them. They might sell them at a basketball game. Others just, hand them out. But it becomes where all the little kids want to have the team posters and they like the signatures on them.
Another thing I believe I saw back there in your shop were actually printing of programs for districts.
Yes, we do. We print athletic programs. Some of them we print full programs. Others we print just one-sided. They go to the district and then they add their rosters and the opposing team's roster. They print that on the inside in black ink. And of course, we've done the front in color along with their sponsors and advertisement. But most of ours, are done both front and back, and the rosters are an insert then that the school provides.
So Jen, not only then the school would have access, but if they had a booster club, whether it's a music booster club, fine arts booster club, athletic booster club, they all have access to this as well?
Absolutely. We work with all the booster clubs, whether it's band, music, fine arts.
So Jen, would you say the goal with your department really is to make sure that all of our schools have access to quality printed materials especially out in the rural where we don't have a shop right next door to our district or within our community.
Absolutely. And I think the last 15, 16 years that I've been in the print shop, we pride ourselves on being efficient, always accessible by phone, easy to work with, and we provide a high quality product. And if they get something that isn't right, which happens rarely, we make it right. We've even had a few districts that have ordered something and they have misspelled or a kid's name, forgot somebody. You know what? And we always work with them at a discounted price to make sure they get what they need. We understand that accidents happen.
Right. So not only do we try to produce quality curricular materials, we also have quality extracurricular materials for all of our public districts as well as our non-public partners.
Absolutely.
Jen, what's the best way to get a hold of you or Corey if they would have a question?
Email or by phone. I am JKRISCHEL at PLAEA.org. And Corey Schroef is CSROUFE at PLAEA.org. Corey's phone number is 712-335-6060, and mine is 712-335-6017.
Jen, I want to thank you so much for your time today, and also thank you for your years of service to Prairie Lakes. Jen will be retiring at the end of this year, so she's handing off the baton to Corey, and our districts are going to be in good shape, aren't they, Jen?
They are. We have a great team in place. We have our new chief printer, Jonathan Funk, that is working with Corey, and of course our graphic artist, Kim Geisler, has been with us for 15 years, I believe, and is also a great asset and does a great job.
Jen, thank you so much for all you do for the districts and non-pubs in our agency, and we wish you well in your next phase of life.
Thank you very much, Dan.
That concludes this week's episode of What's New at Prairie Lakes AEA. I hope you found this update helpful and informative. Remember, Prairie Lakes AEA is here to ensure equitable, efficient, and effective educational services. If you have any questions or want to learn more, please visit our website or contact your local AEA office. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.